April 2015, during a defamation case against Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, Virginia Roberts Giuffre alleged that Epstein forced her to have sex with Prince Andrew when she was 17. The allegation was thrown out and struck from court record at the time. In 2015, Virginia Roberts Giuffre brought a defamation case against Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, alleging that the pair had sex trafficked her from 2000. Roberts Giuffre alleged that Epstein forced her to have sex with Prince Andrew in his New York mansion, in London, and on Epstein's private island in the U.S. Virgin Islands in 2001 when she was 17. However, the allegation was thrown out and struck from the record by a judge, who said it was immaterial and impertinent to the central claim in the case at the time. August 2019, court documents from the 2015 case were unsealed, and Roberts Giuffre's allegations were made public. Buckingham Palace denied Andrew's alleged involvement with Roberts Giuffre in a statement. Further details about Roberts Giuffre's allegations against Andrew were made public in 2019 after documents from the 2015 defamation case were unsealed. You can read the documents here. In the documents related to sex trafficking charges against Epstein, witness Johanna Sjoberg told investigators about a sexual incident that she said happened, and involved herself, Maxwell, Andrew, Roberts Giuffre, and a puppet of the prince. Andrew and Virginia sat on the couch, and they put the puppet on her lap, Sjoberg was quoted saying in the documents. I sat on Andrew's lap, I believe on my own volition, and they took the puppet's hands and put it on Virginia's breast, and Sir Andrew put his on mine. Buckingham Palace defended Andrew in a statement at the time, denying that he had any involvement with Roberts Giuffre. It is emphatically denied that the Duke of York had any form of sexual contact or relationship with Virginia Roberts, the palace's statement read. Any claim to the contrary is false and without foundation. August 2019, Roberts Giuffre said Andrew knows exactly what he's done after the royal denied involvement in Epstein's sex trafficking scheme. Prince Andrew made a statement after Epstein was found dead in his Manhattan jail cell on August 10, 2019, saying he sympathized with everyone who has been affected and wants some form of closure. In his statement, Andrew added that during the time he knew Epstein, he did not witness or suspect any behavior of the sort that subsequently led to his arrest and conviction. Roberts Giuffre responded with a statement of her own, speaking to reporters outside a Manhattan court at the time. She said the prince knows exactly what he's done, and I hope he comes clean about it. November 2019, the prince stepped down from his royal duties days after a disastrous BBC Newsnight interview. Discussing the allegations in a BBC Newsnight interview with host Emily Maitlis on November 16, Andrew suggested that a photo that appears to show him with his hand around the waist of Roberts Giuffre was fake. He also said during the interview that on the night Roberts Giuffre alleged they had dinner, partied at a club in London called Tramp, and later had sex, that he was at home with his daughters, Beatrice and Eugenie. The interview was perceived negatively and labelled a car crash by much of the British media. Following the interview, a string of charities, businesses, and universities cut ties with Andrew, and, on November 20, the Duke announced he would drop his royal duties. It has become clear to me over the last few days that the circumstances relating to my former association with Jeffrey Epstein has become a major disruption to my family's work and the valuable work going on in the many organizations and charities that I am proud to support, Andrew said in a statement. After saying that the Queen had given him her permission to step back from his duties, Andrew said he continues to unequivocally regret my ill-judged association with Jeffrey Epstein. He added that he would be willing to help any appropriate law enforcement agency with their investigations, if required. December 2019, Roberts Giuffre asked the British public to stand behind her during a BBC Panorama interview. I implore the people in the UK to stand up beside me, to help me fight this fight, to not accept this as being okay, Roberts Giuffre told the BBC. This is not some sordid sex story, she added, this is a story of being trafficked. This is a story of abuse, and this is a story of your guy's royalty. March 2020, Prince Harry distanced himself from Andrew when asked about his uncle during a phone call with Russian pranksters impersonating Greta Thunberg. Despite Andrew's ex-wife Sarah Ferguson showing her support for Andrew in 2019, saying in an Instagram post that she was with him every step of the way, Prince Harry seemingly distanced himself from his uncle during a secretly recorded phone call with Russian pranksters who pretended to be Greta Thunberg and her father. According to The Sun and the Daily Mail, which obtained an audio recording of the prank call, Harry said, "Whatever he has done or hasn't done, is completely separate from me and my wife." August 2021, Roberts Giuffre filed a lawsuit against Andrew accusing him of sexual assault. In a complaint filed at a New York federal court in August, Roberts Giuffre said Andrew was aware of her age and that she was a victim of sex trafficking when she was forced to have sex with him in 2001. I am holding Prince Andrew accountable for what he did to me. The powerful and the rich are not exempt from being held responsible for their actions, Giuffre said, via her lawyers, in a statement to ABC. Court documents unsealed in September showed that the lawsuit was delivered to a police officer to Prince Andrew's residence at the Royal Lodge in Windsor, England, on August 27, Insider's Michelle Mark reported. September 2021, the prince hired an attorney who previously defended Armie Hammer. Defense attorney Andrew Brettler represented Andrew at a virtual hearing in September, where he argued that the royal wasn't effectively served the lawsuit the month prior, and described the lawsuit as baseless, non-viable, and possibly unlawful. As Insider's Sinead Baker and Michelle Mark reported, unsealed court documents revealed that a process server left the legal documents at Andrew's address with a police officer, who promised to forward them to Andrew's team. A UK judge ruled that Giuffre's lawyers could legally serve Andrew the legal documents, as the Daily Mail's Rebecca English reported. October 2021, The Telegraph reported that the Queen is privately funding Prince Andrew's legal bills. The Queen has agreed to fund her son's legal defense through the private income she earns through her Duchy of Lancaster estate, according to an exclusive report by The Telegraph's Victoria Ward on October 1. The publication reports that Brettler, the prince's lead defense attorney of the LA-based firm Lavely Singer, charges up to $2,000 an hour. Royal courtiers believe the final sum will run into millions, and expect the case to last for months or even years, the publication added. Buckingham Palace and representatives for the Duke of York did not immediately respond to Insider's request for comment.